Hey, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kristopher Zakrzewski. I'm with the IEEE, publishing organization and membership organization in the US. It's my first PALC conference, so I'm very happy to be here. So thank you to the show organizers and to the HealLink Consortium as well. There's supposed to be an animation there, but I just wanted to talk a little bit about the IEEE. The IEEE is actually the world's largest technical member society. We've got 4 areas of focus that we have. We have our membership with about 450,000 members across the world, our conference proceedings, we are a publisher of journals, and a standards organization body as well. They're a bit covered now, but some of the other initiatives that we have is we have a Smart Village initiative, which provides access to different content for IEEE and provides access to electricity in sub-Saharan Africa, as well as India and other low-income areas, and a climate change initiative. This initiative, the MOVE, is actually fairly new. Within the past couple of years, it's IEEE's Disaster Recovery and Relief Program. I'm not sure if you've heard, but the southeastern area of the United States was recently hit with several hurricanes, and these trucks are providing assistance to those neighborhoods that are affected by those disasters. And we're also expanding this project to India, the Caribbean, and we're looking to start a program in Europe as well. Now, speaking of the publishing side of IEEE, all of our content, or the majority of our content, is hosted on IEEE Explore, our digital library, and this contains about 30% of the world's current literature in electrical engineering, electronics, and computer science. It's composed of more than 6.3 million documents. 1.3 of those is from over 200 top-cited journals, and 4.2 million of those are from conference papers as far back as 1936, with over 200,000 conferences that we put on every single year. There's approximately 5,000 active, approved, and published IEEE standards, as well as ebooks, e-learning courses, and content from our partner organizations and publishers. It's really important to the IEEE to stay on the cutting edge of technology, so we've introduced a lot of new journals over the past couple years, particularly that first one. The IEEE Transactions on Agri-Food and Electronics has become very popular, especially in developing nations. This focuses on different types of green farming, technology in farming, and sustainability in farming. And you can see a lot of other buzzwords in the journals that we're adding, including electron devices, cybersecurity, radar systems, robotics, and automation. And we continue to grow our conference proceedings as well. These are just the ones that we added last year. And you can see, again, a lot of buzzwords: artificial intelligence, semiconductors, manufacturing, machine learning, optical fiber, and smart grid. Now, moving on to a little bit more local information, these are the IEEE subscriptions that you have access to if you are a member institution of the HealLink Consortium. So you currently have access to 2 subscriptions, one called the IEEE All Society Periodicals Package, and one called the IEEE Proceedings Order Plan. With the All Society Periodicals Package, you have access to the core collection of engineering, electronics, and computer science from IEEE's society journals, and there's over 200 of them in that collection. And with the Proceedings Order Plan, you have access to over 3 million conference proceedings from the IEEE, from all of our conferences, as well as 18,000 papers from another partner of ours, the VDE Verilag Conference in Germany. Now, looking at the usage trends in Greece, it's actually doing really well. You can see there's a steady incline from 21 through 2024, and we estimate that the consortium will use over 800,000 articles from IEEE Explore in 2024. Now, before I talk about our open access program, I did want to just mention that IEEE's stance on authorship is that we are fundamentally author choice. That just means that no matter how our authors want to publish, how their institutions want them to publish, or how a funder may require them to publish, we want to make sure that they have that option. So with that in mind, IEEE has 3 ways that you can currently publish open access with us. We have over 180 hybrid journals, and those are journals that have both a traditional model and an open access model. And we have over 30 titles in fully open access, fully gold topical journals. We also have our multidisciplinary journal, which is IEEE Access. This is IEEE's largest open access journal with over 85,000 titles added since 2013. It's highly cited, and it's in a wide range of fields, and it has a very rapid yet rigorous peer review process of about 4 to 6 weeks. This is just a look at the more than 30 open access titles that we currently have. These are fully open access, and you can see the new ones that we added this year: data descriptions, sensors, immersive displays, privacy, which is a big issue in today's world, cybernetics letters, and sensors as well. Now, our open access continues to grow. Since 2023, and as of this year, we published over 150 open access documents on Explore, and you can see in 2018 is when that really started to spike. Ooh. Now, we also wanted to ask the question, why is it that authors are choosing to publish with IEEE? So if you take a look at the numbers, in this particular chart, what this shows is the total percentage of IEEE articles in top quartile publications in those fields. So in electrical engineering, 71% of the top quartile journal articles that are published are with IEEE. And if you go down the list, IEEE also has a very strong presence in telecommunications journals, automation and control journals, computer hardware, imaging, and cybernetics. Now, going beyond impact factor a bit, the IEEE also ranks very high in eigenfactor and article influence score. Now, these are both Clarivate metrics as well, based on the journal citation report. But the eigenfactor is based on the number of times articles from a journal has been cited over 5 years, and it also considers what journals contribute to those citations. And the article influence score determines the average influence of a journal's articles over the first 5 years after their publication. We can talk about metrics from Clarivate and the journal impact factor a lot, but we actually wanted to go right to the source. So we interviewed 9,000 corresponding authors from recent IEEE articles, and in this particular chart, this shows both traditional and open access papers. So when asked why that author chose to publish within an IEEE specific journal, the reputation of the journal was the resounding winner. 98% of authors said the reputation of the journal was the main reason in choosing to publish with IEEE. Also, high marks received the audience of the journal and the readership of the journal. The impact factor is, of course, important, the time to publication, and previous experience with publishing. Now, this metric focuses specifically on the open access responders from that particular survey. So these open access article authors were asked what their leading motivation in publishing open access was. And the majority, 53%, said for purposes of open science, next highest because their institution requires it, and next after that because their funder requires it. Just taking a quick look at the publishing trends in Greece, you can see there's a steady increase in publications over the years, but the open access is creeping up more and more. You're seeing more and more open access publishing from authors in Greece. Topics published include antennas, communication, computer architecture, green communications, and sustainable energy. And of the 248 open access papers that were published over the past 3 years, 184 of them were published in IEEE Access, which is that large multidisciplinary journal that I mentioned earlier. The top publishing institutions over the past 3 years, last year the National Technical University of Athens surpassed the Aristotle University of Thessaloniki for the first time ever, publishing 75 articles, and the 2 years prior, the Aristotle University of Thessaloniki was the winner with 56 and 51 articles respectively. If you'd like any more information on IEEE Open Access, I'll be here for the rest of the day and tomorrow, so I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have. But if you would like to check out these websites, the IEEE Open websites has a lot of information on all of the journals and how to go about publishing in them. And then there's the website for that specific IEEE Access journal as well. In addition to the previous websites, IEEE also has a lot of different tools that authors can use. We have the IEEE Publication Recommender, which helps you find the right periodical or conference for your paper, a template to help make sure that your article will fit a template in a particular journal or conference, a LaTeX analyzer that will provide any setbacks such as incomplete files or different versions of LaTeX to use in your article, a reference preparation assistant to verify your references, and you can also test if your article will display properly with the IEEE PDF checker, and those are all available on the IEEE Author Center under the toolkit. Some other initiatives in open science that the IEEE is focusing on, we realize that publications are not the only thing that users and authors are interested in. So we partnered with a few different organizations and also created some of our own grassroots efforts to help facilitate open science in all the regions that we support. Code Ocean, which is allows authors to publish code or algorithms associated with their research articles and links directly to Explore. And authors can upload code free of charge, and users can access that code or algorithm without a subscription. IEEE Dataport, which enables authors to publish large data sets associated with their research, also linkable to Explore. And the IEEE Tech Archive, which is a preprint server and a service that lets authors post early and fully open access versions of their articles prior to peer review and publication. We also have a huge collection of ebooks in IEEE Explore. We have 9 different partnerships with IEEE ebooks and 12 different collections. Some of the more popular collections are the Wiley Data and Cybersecurity, as well as the new Pact and Manning collections. We also have the Now Foundations and Trends collection. And with our ebooks, they're always DRM free, so digital rights management free, and they can be purchased in perpetuity or subscribed to. And there's a lot of different collections here. If you're looking for more of a foundational knowledge, the Now collection has overviews of a lot of different topic areas, whereas let's say the Pact topics are more rapid publishing. They have things like gaming, artificial intelligence, and cloud computing, some of the more buzzword topics. We also have our on-demand professional development IEEE e-learning library, which is online self-paced courses designed to keep engineers and technical professionals up to date and introduce students to a wide range of topics. And there's hundreds of hours of courses. And these are all peer-reviewed by IEEE societies and experts from renowned universities and corporations. And if it's of interest, you can also earn continuing education units and professional development hours with these courses. And there's 3 different ways that you can access, either via IEEE Explore, locally loaded into your own learning management system, and the IEEE also has its own learning management system, which you could use to access those courses as well. And that's all for me. I thank you for your attention, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you.